The fact that the tab order is controlled now by this column collection introduces some interesting possibilities about the way you can control what happens in your code. Let's say that you want to have a message happen whenever you move from customer ID to employee ID, or have some logic happen just before you get to employee ID. How would you do that? So now that we have this nice organized list of what happens, I can add logic in between. I can say here flow add, and then that add accepts a parameter of type action. A parameter of type action is a method that doesn't have any parameter and doesn't return any value, but it is a method. So we can create a method for it, or we can use the lambda expression. If you want to understand more about it, go to the series of video about lambda expressions. But here we're just going to write the code in place. We're going to say lambda expression, give me a message, show warning, hello, semicolon. Now, by defining the code like this method, okay, will get executed whenever we move between the customer ID to the employee ID, or whenever we move from any one of these controls to any one of these controls on the screen. Let's see this in action. So I'm going to go to my screen, and I'm going to press tab, and now I get this message. I'm getting it because I'm moving from customer ID to employee ID. Okay? Tab, message, tab, no more message. If I'll go back, shift tab, I will also get that message. So that message will happen in your flow between customer ID and employee ID, regardless of your direction, forward or backward. It will also happen if I happen to click on a control after in the flow, or a control previously in the flow. Okay, I'm on order ID, I want to go to require date, but it goes through these steps, reaches this message, execute this message, and continues to the following controls. Now, another interesting topic to know is I'm on the first control. If I try to exit, it will exit. But if I'll make a change anywhere here, let's say I'm going to change this to add another 7 at the end, okay, and try to exit the screen, it will still go through that message, because when I made a change to the row, the flow will go through all of the logic of the flow, columns and everything, before reaching the onSaving row event and saving the row. So you can use this very interestingly to do some validation in it or other cool stuff with it. So to add an item to the flow, all we needed to do is add this one line of code that accepts a method of what to execute when you move between customer ID and employee ID. Remember, you need to send it within a lambda expression or a method, and it would work. And that's pretty much it. It's that easy. You have flow, and that controls what's going on in between.